Hey guys, Queen Cat's back again. Hope you had a great weekend. It's starting to be fall here now. We had a wonderful summer. It ran right into almost the second week of October of really hot weather. So really pleased with that. Now we're getting into our wet winter weather and it rains so much here. So I wanted to get a new bag, but I wanted to get a bag that wasn't going to be something that I was going to be scared to take outside. And you know I'm on this Louis Vuitton kick right now. So I went out and bought one yesterday, and I'll just show you what I got. So I've got it in the dust bag. It's not going to be an unboxing. I bought it yesterday, and of course I usually use them once I get them, but it was pouring rain. But we had a huge umbrella. So here it is. The handles are on. When the handles aren't on this bag, it's much easier to store. So here we go. It's a damier ebene, and it is the Verona GM. Now I've been looking at this bag. As soon as I got my Salea, I didn't even know this bag existed. I don't know. I may have seen it, but I didn't appreciate the size or that it was very big or any of it. And when I brought my Salea in to show my sales girl, I saw a smaller version of this sitting in the shelf. And she said they came in GM, and I said, gee, if I didn't get my Salea, I would have got this instead. But I'm glad I got the Salea because it's a lot cheaper. But, you know, when it's really mucky out there and I want to use, you know, a bag for really crappy weather or going to the football field or anything, I'll use my Salea now. So this is the Verona GM, and I had my Salea yesterday, so I could compare them both. I'm going to give you the sizes on this because it's not as big as you think, and I am going to do a comparison video. I've got a whole bunch of videos lined up that I'm going to do because I think some things need to be said and compared. So I'll toss my bag over there. But before I do that, let me just show you the Verona, all the Veronas. It comes in a PM, an MM, and a GM, and this is the GM. I've got the sizes up here. The PM is 11 inches by 8.6 inches, so it's 11 inches wide by 8.6 inches high by 5.9 inches wide. That's the smallest one, the PM. The MM is 11.8 inches high, not including the handles, and then it is 10.2 inches wide, and then it is 7.1 inches in the width. Now this bag, which is the GM, is 16.5 inches wide. It is 12.6 inches high and 8.6 inches wide. So the smallest is very tiny. The medium just looked too small for me, and the large is grande. Like it's smaller than an Everfull GM. It's smaller than the Totally GM. So I'm going to do some comparison videos so you can see it. There's one other video a gal has done on this size of bag, and she's just really excited when she got it. So there's not a lot of full description. So I thought, okay, I'm going to put this one out and you know, really say as much as I can. And my little guy back here, I did get another there's going to be a video on this guy here, so I did get something new, techie. Okay, so the Verona GM, I was in the Louis Vuitton store, I finally bought it, we went out, we looked at it, came back a while later, got my husband a beer, and bought it. That seems to always work, so if you ladies are trying to figure out how you do it, the beer works. Anyway, we went back. He goes, you're going to get it anyway. He goes, just buy it. So, she handed me my bill. This is my regular sales gal that I've been dealing with for the last year and a bit. And she handed me my bill, my receipt, like this. I'm just going to try to pull it out here. How she always does, and she did it like this. And I looked at her and I went, and she looks at me and I said, put it in something. So what she did was she came back with an envelope and she had it in a little card and that was acceptable. Come on, don't cheap out Louis Vuitton. You pay a lot of money for a bag. Let's let's get the presentation right, okay? It did come in a beautiful box, which I just gave to my husband anyway, and I said, you know, use this for whatever you want to store stuff, the big nice cardboard boxes. So this is a nice little Louis Vuitton card. It's just a card, whoops, and I'm going to frame it. But she also brought me, because I'm such a powder, she also brought me, oh, and here's the receipt and the way they normally do it. Now, oh, she taught me something else yesterday. She said if you buy any product in the Louis Vuitton store, and of course you have this slip. Okay, this slip does not have any tax information on it. You need the actual register receipt tape that comes with it because, well, this is a Louis Vuitton boutique that's inside of a Holt Renfrew. Now, I know the Holt Renfrew store, I can't remember now. I think the actual Holt Renfrew store, see, that's another boutique that's, I've never been in a Holt Renfrew that's the whole building and it's them. They're not in a store, they're not renting space. I've not been lucky enough to go to France yet and see the store. But here they're all called boutiques, but they're full-on stores, but they're inside buildings that they rent space from. So an actual Louis Vuitton store, I don't know if they're going to have a receipt like this, but she said if I was to go to Asia or Europe or anywhere anywhere in the world, I would need this cash register tape receipt to return it, because this only, because I asked her too, why do you guys write the style number there? She says, well, this UPC code is just a sort of a general code. It doesn't say what bag it is. It has the price and a general code. This, however, has what you bought, but it doesn't have the tax on it. So you need both of these. If you're to return it somewhere else in the world, you need all of this to return it. So that's news to you. If you guys are thinking, oh, I'm going, or you're lucky enough to go somewhere else to get a bag, or you want to change your bag while you're there, you have to bring all your information. So she threw in this little card, which is really cute. I'm going to pick these up. Here, and it's just another little kind of maybe birthday card or some other kind of, here we go. It was so much easier when I could see what I was looking at through my camera. And it's just a card, it's just blank, so I'm going to frame that too. I thought that was really, really sweet. So that's maybe a 5x7 card. So this Verona GM style number is N41119. It's the Verona GM Damier, and of course it comes with the textile coated fabric card, and my receipt, and that's how it came. Now, when she brought it out of the back, it didn't have the handles attached. It because it doesn't fit in any of their spots in their store. It just, so they can't even show it. Like, that's why I've never seen it, because they can't put it out because it's so high. You can see that bag didn't really cover it. I may change that bag with one of my drawstring bags that has a lot more room, because I don't plan on taking these handles on and off ever. This is the length I like it at in the last hole. Yeah, so we had to put the handles in, and I chose that level. So it comes with a lock, and it comes with the keys, and it's really neat how it comes. Now, I've got one of the keys stored inside the house, and I've got one little key on my key lock here, and I may or may not use the lock. I mean, I might keep it on there. This guy, I stuffed him in last night because it's more for looks than anything, but my little key is in there. It's just so new. Everything is so new, so the leather is really tight and perfect the way I like. So I will try to push that out, but if it wants to be persnickety, but don't do this at home, girls. I have my pliers, and I'm just gonna pull the key out. So I have one key on, and I've got the ring on, and I was thinking of taking the key off the ring and just putting it on there, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet. It's a pretty strong ring. So, and you can see this just folds up and it pops in here, so that's why it's so hard to get off, like to pull through, because it's in there good. So on here it says Louis Vuitton, doesn't it? Yes, it says Louis Vuitton Paris. Now let's see if we can get a good view of that there. And since I'm up close, It says Louis Vuitton Paris here. And there is the lock in the middle. And the lock can be taken off. And since I'm up close, let's give you a close-up of the bag. I plan on leaving the lock on this end because I wear it. Let me do it this way. I will be wearing this bag this way. Of course, with the Louis Vuitton here and the little key pouchette there. And I'll be wearing it like this. And I'm just going to use the zipper, you know. I like to keep my zippers in the front, but I'm just going to use this zipper. It's got to get worked in a little bit, like a couple of good zips. And so I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the lock on. The lock is so heavy, and that adds weight to the bag, because this bag empty is, I think it's 3 pounds empty. So that's one of the heaviest bags I have. It's not that heavy. It's very structured, and this leather is really, really thick. So let's go ahead again here. I'm going to open this puppy up, and I'm going to pop it open like that so you can see the inside. I have my little base. It's not a base shaper, and this does not need one, but I was just trying it out to see if I could keep the bottom clean and, you know, just keep it a little tidy. See, I got a little white fluff in there already. Okay, so inside the bag here, another reason, of course, I had to have it. It's made in France. So that was perfect. Now, she said these bags are made, well, for us, see, we'll still be getting the French and the Spain bags, but mostly the French bags when it comes into these higher end bags. I know that they probably make this in USA, because I think I saw a review on an that was made in the States. So this one has, and please don't get it wrong, Americans. I love the United States. I absolutely love everything about it. It's just, it's a French company. I want a French bag, damn it. So, that's how I look at it. I do like that it's creating jobs, but it's a French company. If I can still get a French bag, I want a French bag. So here is my big pocket. I got a huge pocket, really deep pocket back here. I've got a little journal in there. And then on this side, I've got the 2 deep pockets here. 2 really nice size deep pockets. Probably, well, big enough to fit even way bigger than my smartphone. So, and let me show you. So here's my smartphone, which is a Samsung Galaxy 3. Fits in there quite nicely. So, there's that. And, yeah, it's a very structured bag. It's got the little feeties on the bottom. And on the feet, if you can see. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get it. You gonna focus? Anyway, on the bottom it says Louis Vuitton. And it's nice that they put feet on this bag, because this bag is quite big, and it's got quite a big flat bottom. But, you know, I always buy these big bags, and it wasn't a $20 difference like how the Speedies were going for a while there. They were $20 increments in the prices for bigger sizes. This is getting into several $100s bigger for from the PMs to the GMs. So this was a lot more expensive. This is probably the most, I think this is the most expensive one I've bought so far. And it's nice that it has the feet on it, and it's got the beautiful damier leather trim on it. Now, I just saw something on one of the websites. One of the girls was saying she bought one for her mom and the handles started cracking. And I guess anything can happen with leather. The nice thing to know about that is that's probably the only problem you're going to have. And if it is, you can replace the handles. It's probably going to cost you some bucks. But, you know, things wear out. Things wear out on a lot of bags. And I've seen so many people, and I've heard from so many people on YouTube that have said, you know what, I just brought my bag in, changed the handles, or put a this on it, did that to it, and nothing. Like, just bought it secondhand, wanted new lining. They do everything. I mean, this is almost indestructible, this canvas. But if you take care of your bags and you're really mindful, and you know, you got a $2,000 bag, don't just grab it and throw it around. But if you want to, then do it, okay? It's you paid for it, you do what you want with it. But it's gonna last you better the longer you take care of it. And I know things crack on their own, and you could be the most mindful person. But I'm gonna watch for that on this bag. But, you know, I like to work them in. I like to, just to get the leather. It's leather. Just feel the leather and just start molding the leather and start getting into the shape of your shoulder. And don't be scared to use your bag, you know. Once again, out seeing these girls putting these expensive bags on the floor. Oh my God, don't do that. Like, what's on the bottom of your shoe is on the floor. And that will be on your counter, on your car seat, on your bed, wherever you lay your bag. So, but I got this one because the weather we have here now in the fall season, and I wanted a new big bag. And let me just show you, because I don't know if I've ever even done, I don't carry a lot of stuff in my bag. And I don't think I've ever really even done well, I've not done a recent what's in my bag, but let me just show you what I would carry. Now, I stood on the scale because that was the only way my scale would work for me to see how heavy this bag was. I got a new tablet. I'm going to do a review on that, but my tablet is quite heavy, and everything I can do on my tablet, I can do on my phone, because I have the Samsung S3 phone, and I have the brand new Note 10.1 tablet by Samsung. So I can do everything on here. I will do a review of that, but that's a good £1.50. And when it's on your arm and you don't need it, it's a nuisance to carry. So I have my smaller tablet, which I can use, which is still all hooked up. But what I'm going to do is, so I'm going to put my phone in here, because I carry my phone. I have my large cosmetic case, the GM and the Demier. I put that in. I have a little cosmetic pouch that I keep my lipstick and a mirror in. And I have, because I've not found the perfect Louis Vuitton wallet, I looked again yesterday, and for me it just doesn't exist right now. I'm on the shelf a little bit about getting the Insolite wallet, but I'm not sure. I might just get a leather wallet. I might get a Prada wallet. I'm not sure. So if you guys have fallen in love with a wallet and I don't know about it, or you've got a review, show me. Let me know, because I'm going nuts trying to find a wallet. And okay, look at the size of my bag. Look at the size of the little wallet. And this is from my belt. This is the little wallet from the belt. I like it because I can keep my change in there and the few cards that I carry. So I also put my little journal in this big side pocket here, and then my wallet gets popped in. So really, I mean, that's it, kids. I don't carry a lot of stuff, but Granny needs a big bag to do it. Isn't that funny? So here it is, and that's what I carry. Oh, let me give you the date code while I've got it here. This bag was made in 2012, and AH0112. So it was made in France in a French factory on the first week of 12. So it is a January bag, but they've never sold, I don't think they've ever sold any of the GMs in that store. They may have sold a couple, but they didn't get many in because you never see these bags sitting anywhere. Not the GM, they just can't put it out. So at least it was made in 2012. It was made in France. I don't care that it was made in the first week. It's brand new, never been used. It was the handles didn't even have a crease in them. So, oh, the day I did go in with my Celea to show them, to get it verified that it was authentic, they did have one, and I did see some pretty nasty looking handles. I don't know if it had been folded over, or it was on display at one point, or someone was just, you see a lot of girls in there and they're touching and they're cramming things, and like customers, and they're just there to play, and so who knows, it could have got handled too much, I don't know. But anyway, always check your bags to make sure they're perfect, because we don't live in a perfect world, and things are production still, so double check. So, and if I wanted to put my tablet in, and I'll also do a review on the case that I got, it's, you know, I can carry everything around. It's just that my tablet is a little heavier. But it does balance the bag out well. And it's only because the handles are a bit stiff that I feel, and that it's so structured that I feel that it's heavy. But I really love it. And I woke up this morning and I thought, what did I do? Does it look like luggage? And I thought, you know what? No, this is your one killer bag. This is, for what I can afford, this, and it's my 12th bag this year. I'm not trying to brag, but I'm just saying, when I really like something, I really like something. So this is my 12th bag this year. That, well, actually not in July. It was 1 year that I started purchasing LV. So it's more like July, August, September, October. So 12, 13, 15 months. It's my 12th bag in 15 months. And I got some of them secondhand, like used, and I got some from the store. So, you know, you do what you can, but I didn't start collecting these till I was later on in life, kids. So I'm not in my 20s, and I'm not in my 30s, and I can do it, and so I'm gonna do it. But don't make yourself broke to do it. Have that one piece, and this is sort of my one serious piece right now. There's a lot more expensive bags, a lot more expensive styles. I've looked at some of the leather ones, but I just don't like everything about them. And if I'm going to drop $3 on a bag, I have to like everything about it. So I looked at it again today. I measured this bag with all my other GMs and thought, this is way smaller. So I do this to myself. And I just said, should I have done that? Did I? And then, yeah, I did the right thing. My husband loves it. He goes, I love that bag. He goes, buy that bag. You have to have that bag. And when you got your husband on your side, you don't have to worry about anything. That's it. Okay, kids, I've gone over 22 minutes. I hope this will all upload. Any questions, let me know. And I will see you very soon because I've got a couple more videos to throw up. Peace, guys. Take care. And I will see you soon. Bye.